So let's get to those summer sales.
Yeah, all right. So Steam summer sales. I took part in the green team. Go green team, go. We won once.
Just once?
This sale went on for about 10 days,
Gotcha.
and it went from the 19th to the 30th. I think tomorrow is the last day you can buy summer games, whatever. But I think all the cards disappear. So if you've never, do you know about trading cards?
Nope.
Okay, well, I seen you have a few in your inventory there. So if you want to check them out, it's a big money dump. I'll tell you that.
Trading
In
cards.
little ways.
I don't even know what I have.
So if you go into your Steam library,
Yeah.
and on the top there, on your profile, you just put your mouse over it and go to inventory. You'll see all your cards. Now, if you click on one, they come from each game. Once you buy a game, you get 3 cards, or I think you have to play it. I'm not too sure if they changed it now, but you get 3 cards to 2 cards to whatever, and get a random amount of cards. And they're randomized cards. You don't know what you're gonna get, and
Oh yeah,
they
Team
come from
Fortress.
each game, yeah. And then what you want to do is if you click on those on the right side, it'll show you a picture or whatever. You can click View Badge Progress. Now that will take you to the badge page where you have to craft a badge using, like, I think it's like the lowest one was 5 cards. And each card costs around like 8 cents to 5 cents to some go up to like $1.
Yeah.
I mean, at the first to start, the summer sale cards were 50 cents each. Now that is a big spending because there's 10 cards you have to collect. So that's $5 worth of cards. Now each time you craft the summer sale thing, each time you craft a badge, you get a badge. You get the badge. You get a background for your Steam profile. Like if you click on my Steam profile, you see I have a background. You get a background for your Steam profile, and you get an emoticon. Now, I'll message you later with how many emoticons I've summed up over the little while. But you get those 3, and you get Steam experience. And now, I don't think you could have took part because you're not level 8 yet. Steam makes you be level 8 before you can get any kind of summer sale cards.
Gotcha.
But you join a team, anyways. If you score, the way it worked is if you scored a point or any kind of points for your team and they win, the first team, then there was 5 teams.
Yep.
Red, pink, blue, green, purple.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now.
Yeah. All the stuff there. If you score points for your team, if your team comes in first, 30 people on your team get the first 3 games off their wish list free. Second is 20 people. Third place is 10 people. For 1 game. And there are 3 games, 2 games, and 1 game. And it's pretty neat. And so, everyone wants to win. Story was on Red Team, and if you see, Red Team won 4 times. They greeted out, and they just kind of took the opportunity, and 4 times. I mean, and the last day, was yesterday. All the teams were going, and the shit was just jumping up and down. It was kind of funny. I was watching it. I'm like, messaging Story. Oh, a green team's in the lead. Oh, purple takes over green team with a point steal. And I was like commentating there. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because Story got me into trading cards, and that was the worst point of my life. Because all your money goes into trading cards. I mean, if you have any change left on Steam, you'll easily blow $10 in trading cards just to level up your Steam.
Right.
There's a person on Steam that, each time you level up a card, it's 100 EXP towards your Steam, and once you get each 10 levels, you go up by 100 EXP. There's a woman on Steam who's level 250. Has over 1,000 games.
Wow.
Probably got every game on the planet. I don't know how much money she's got. Probably a millionaire. But yeah, she's the first level. She was the first level 100. Now she's 250. Yeah, and that's where trading cards can get you and all that stuff. Yeah, it was pretty neat though because interactions you get like if I see if I can message you on Steam right now, I'll show you this. You get emoticons like this. Here you get one like this, if you can see that, and you get a bunch like this. As I message you all these emoticons, I got there's these ones, and you got those are the 5 from this year's summer sale, and you get a bunch of those. And I got the green team one. I mean, green team, and then you get a bunch of those and emoticons each time you build a badge. You can also buy them separately, like I did. I kind of just wanted the set, so I just bought the set because I had a couple cents on, and I'm not going to buy anything with it. I mean, 8 cents, you're not going to get anything but one card. You need about 8 to complete it. They get so expensive though, and it's a big money dump if you want them. But I mean, if you got the extra cash just lying around, it's in your bank or whatever, throw it on and play some cards. It's pretty fun though. And the summer sale, everyone's trading. You got interaction there. It was pretty neat. And you vote each 8 hours. You vote. So voting in Canada was terrible because one of the votes was at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So I had to stay up till 3 a.m. for 10 days. So that's why I'm probably on nut with random energy stored up because it just stopped. Yeah, I had to stay up for till 3 a.m. each night to vote, to get my vote in. So you vote I think it's once at 10ish o'clock or 11 o'clock, one in the afternoon at 6, and one at 3 in the morning. And each 3 votes, you get one summer card. Now, I leveled up my badge twice, so I got about 20 cards. And I got the rest of the emoticons and stuff. So I took part in it. I got some points for my team. I think I got about 25 points overall. You can see in your friends which people were in what team.
Yeah.
It was pretty neat though. I mean, I just got into trading cards, and I barely I didn't even know it was there. There's still some summer sales on. It's the last day featured deals or whatever. There's about 200 games on there, but you can see the final results. I was on the green team. Story was on the red team. A lot of people were on the red team though, so that's why they kind of won the last one and won 4 times in a row.
Huh.
Yeah. That was
Man.
pretty neat.
I had no idea it was so involved.
Oh man, it's like another game. It's like another game. I mean, under community tab, there's a market, and also you can sell in your inventory. You get backgrounds. If you you don't have any backgrounds on your inventory. I checked right away. I always do that. I checked your inventory, and you got a bunch of cards and stuff. But if you craft those and get them into a badge, you'll level up on Steam, and you'll get a background and a cool emoticon. I mean, if I message you everyone here, I'll just message you with my whole lot of emoticons while I'm talking here.
All right.
If you build a badge, you get an emoticon, a background, and EXP for Steam. And you can get these things called, what is it? I'm forgetting the name. There's card booster packs, which is kind of the higher level you are, the better chance of getting a booster pack. And it's 3 cards. You can sell it for more money than the actual cards are worth. But I mean, if you want to craft the badge, it's perfect. And the higher level you are, the better chance you got at getting this booster pack.
Makes sense, yeah.
It's pretty neat. And here's my whole lot. It's just gonna spam your chat there. As you see, I've been collecting. Those first few are from Bastion. There's one from FTL, a bunch from Gary's Mod. There's a Magicka. There's a Mark of the Ninja, Portal,
Oh yeah, Bastion.
and then there's Project Zomboid, Rust, then the Steam sale stuff, the 2014 summer sale, and then I got one from the 2012, I think,
Yeah.
2012 summer sale, and then I got another one that's ahead from something else, Terraria. I got a Thief one, and I got some sort of butterfly. I forget where that's from. But yeah, as you see, I've got my collection. I bought half of them at least because they're
Yeah.
only like 3 cents. But I mean, I wanted to collect them all. I guess I'm just trying to get the most emoticons probably possible.
Just your
So-
goal, hey?
Yeah, I guess that's my Steam goal,
Right on.
and that's pretty neat. There, yeah, it's really involved with that stuff.
Yeah. I remember Bastion because my last summer was basically that game, and then East Chronicles 1 and 2. Again, East.
I
would
know
be-
Bastion, but I don't know East Chronicles.
Oh, it's a Japanese RPG.
Oh, it's good. I knew it was Japanese. Like, come on. He only plays Japanese games.
I only play Japanese games unless it's Valve development. Then it's
True enough.
I'm all
No,
for it.
Valve has a special tag for people who on Steam for Valve employees. You get
Oh.
1,000 EXP and a special Valve
Automatically.
tag. Yeah. You get, I don't know if they're like, oh, with your Steam ID, you get a bonus for being with Valve. Yeah, I just saw it today in the trading cards. I was looking for emoticons to trade, and yeah, I saw like it's got like a whole, like next to your name, your profile picture, it's got a whole like the Valve logo,
Yep.
like not the head, but I mean like the logo with the text, the small E there. It's got that logo right next to your name, and you get a badge for 1,000 EXP that says Valve employee, and you probably get a special emoticon with it. It's so cool.
Wild. I was actually just looking on the Valve website to see what kind of job openings they have. Because they do
true
have a
enough.
variety. I was
Should
like,
apply.
if there was anything online marketing or content marketing, it might be down my avenue. I don't see anything quite like that. Sound designer, that's something I could do. But
Yeah. After I'm done college, first thing after I'm done college. Well, once I'm done high school, one more year, I'm gonna go to college for do networking or something, and then I'm gonna do every teenage boy's dream is go into a game company and work for them.
yeah, I think my cousin did some freelance work for BioWare. So that was pretty cool. It's not something I knew. But I guess whatever video game companies out there, well, actually, I don't know about the others, but BioWare does accept stuff here and there, apparently. So,
Yeah, and then I was gonna go work with the servers or whatever. So that's is pretty cool. Looking forward to that. And I mean, if I work for Valve, I get the cool little tag thing.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Very
I
true.
didn't even know they give that. I was like, what? So I hovered my mouse over and I saw his badge, Valve employee. What? And then I saw 1,000 EXP and I was like, what?
Well, I see a couple dozen openings there, so who knows?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
In
Should
different
apply.
fields.
Hey, I need a summer job.
See if they got anything for you. Who can't?
Even like cleaning tables,
Yeah, cleaning tables at
installing
the Valve
OS, installing OS.
Yeah, taking phone calls at the front desk.
That'd be pretty neat though.
Yeah, it would be.
So also, yeah, one more thing too. If you got anything important too, we should talk about one more thing I want to mention too is with the PC updates and upcoming video I'm gonna do this Monday.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
got
go for it.
anything else before I splurge?
I figure, we'll round things out with talking about some movies a little bit, but that could wait for the end.
Oh yeah, okay. I got one I just watched too.
There you go.
So yeah. With the PC updates too, I'm upgrading my PC, and I've only had my PC for a year, so I think if you would rate like parts, secondhand parts, you think a year on a graphics card, a motherboard, and a CPU would be like pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a little bit like little. It's pretty much like poked at the lifespan of the CPU and motherboard and GPU.
Yeah, like
I mean,
don't
like
know.
they're meant to last like 8 years or 10 years or something to 15 years. I mean, I've seen some.
Totally, yeah. Like a decent PC should probably last you 5 to 10 years. But as far as like technology, unless you have a top of line computer changes every 3 years. So
Yeah, I guess it does. My point, my parts are just on the little breaking point. But I was thinking too, since I'm gonna upgrade my PC since my birthday is coming up, I was gonna, because Flame needs a PC. And I said, my parts are better than anything you're actually going to get now, because I was looking at processors. My processor was, I think, 224, but it was like, I think I got a wicked deal on that, because I look at the processor now, the one just below mine, and this $334. I'm like, what? Did the prices skyrocket or something? And like when I bought my PC, were they really really low, and then they just skyrocket now? So I may sell my motherboard, CPU, and GPU to Flame if he's gonna build his computer, because he doesn't have one yet. So I'm gonna give that to him for a discount price of what I got them, because I've only had them for a year, and I mean they're freaking better than anything he's gonna get for the price I'm gonna sell them. I mean, like,
yeah.
it's and then I'm gonna upgrade my PC too. But also tomorrow, since I'm giving Story the day off for his family incident, I'm gonna do my subscriber special, my gaming setup at the moment. So you guys can all see what I'm working with here, and
Very cool.
look forward to that. I guess it won't be tomorrow on this podcast, because it won't be out tomorrow.
No,
It'll
probably
be
Friday, I guess.
yeah. So if anyone hasn't seen it, go back to Monday, Monday, June 30th, and actually Friday. That's like the Saturday. On Sunday is my birthday.
There you go.
There you go. So right after this podcast, everyone go send me a birthday gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Monday the 30th. Go back to that time genre. This is kind of like in the future now. This is past to future to like I'm reading the past from the future from the past.
That's right. We get to be a time machine with a podcast.
Yeah. So yeah, go back to the 30th, and on the Doge Pound channel, you can see my gaming setup with all of my shit on my floor. I'm gonna try and clean it up a little bit.
And 1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna do that since we hit 65. Once we hit 70, Story is gonna do his. If not, he didn't get his computer yet, because we're all in the process of building computers, except for me. I've built mine, but Story's going to build his, and Flame's going to build his. As soon as I get my new parts, he'll have his computer, because I'm just going to like Memory Express or something and buy the rest of his, set it all up, and install.
Awesome.
But that'll be pretty neat. And if Story's not ready, we'll get Flame to do his. At 70, and then 75, we'll get Story to do his. But we got some time. I'm pretty sure Story is supposed to be the next in line, unless it's Flame. We'll see. Whoever builds their PC faster.
Build it fast.
Build it faster. End up breaking the motherboard in half.
Yeah.
No. I actually, me and Story will building my new PC parts for put PC part picking parts and compatibility checks, right? And we're all joking around. I thought motherboards were more than like a good motherboard is like $100. I'm like, and that's like a really decent, like that's a decent motherboard, not nothing so special, but I mean, a really like a decent gaming motherboard is only $100. I didn't even know that. I thought they were at least like 200-300, same as processor and stuff. Because I mean, it's a board of circuitry.
Yeah, it's a true story.
Yeah. So
you got a lot of affordable hardware out there right now. So it's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm hoping the price goes down this summer with everyone buying stuff, I guess.
Or not buying stuff, whichever it is.
Yeah, I know, right?
People are like on vacations, so the stuff they buy, gas, food, etc.
Yeah, well, I still got to get my job and work. I mean, I might be working with Flame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys might be in the same.
Yeah, I applied for the security too, but I got to be 18. Right. I'm 18 in July, so everyone knows there. So we'll have to go out for drinks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So,
you guys got a decent pub in Langdon?
It's actually renovated. It's under
renovated. So it's like, no, we gotta go into Calgary somewhere. It's I guess it's all right. I mean, I guess it looked all right in there. But,
yeah.
Yeah, soon we'll have to go for drinks, and then we'll have to go down to California, or no, California. I forgot where Astoria lives again.
Yeah, it was California, was it not?
It's something with the CA.
San Diego.
I don't think. No. Oh no, is it California? I thought it was. You know, I think it was. I thought it was Los Angeles or something. So I'm like, what? No. Yeah, we'll have to go down there. We'll have to take a trip down there and go. Yeah, we'll have to go stay with Story. His mom would flip. I remember we were trying to film a video. I remember we were trying to film a video once on Gmod, and his like mom's like, "Get some real friends." And she's like, "You know, you should get off of that and get some real friends." And I'm like, "Oh."
I remember. I remember those times though. Like not so much anymore, but there was a time when I spent like 3 hours a night on chat rooms, and most of the friends were online. And it was the regular crew, and we all had websites that we were building, and yeah, it was
the website gang.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Some of them were just like personal home pages, right? But like mine was, of all things, mine was an anti-Hanson website. So if you guys remember the pop band Hanson.
No, I don't think so. But okay. That doesn't sound any good. I can tell you that right from the name.
Like maybe don't go back and study their music, because
no, I'm not really a pop fan at all.
The website still happens to be up. I think the password got hacked, but whoever hacked it forgot to take the site down. So jokes on you. Jokes on you, buddy. Yeah.
You even get DDoSed?
Yeah, no, it didn't. And they didn't do anything with the site. They just went
straight to hacking. Wow.
Yeah, they just took the password, locked me out.
Did you get like adware or you get like a Trojan for like a push?
Well, you know, like
push Trojan.
At the time, like mailbags, quote unquote, were a big thing. I think some of the gaming sites used to do that, right, where they respond to all these emails they get. So that's a huge thing on my website. So obviously, the point of any piece of content on the site was to get people to email me, which I did get a lot of, because anti-anything, you're going to stir up some controversy. But anyway.
Yeah. I guess that comes with the website.
It does. So ultimately, what happened was I would get those emails, and one of them was like, you know, posing to be my web host, or I think.
Oh
at
and
the
then
time
you clicked on the link. Yeah.
It was like a free web host. So I was like using Angel Fire, and I think it still exists as a real thing.
That's what I meant by the pushing Trojan or adware.
Right. So they were just like, you need to give us your password and your login information to
change your password or update.
Update your information so you're secure or whatever. So that's where they ended up getting me. So
that's where you need to follow that follow the IP of that email back, and then do the same thing back to them. Be like, Facebook, log into your Facebook.
It was so long ago, and it hasn't actually grown much. Obviously, why would it? Since
I don't know if you got attacked by that Facebook thing too. It was the Facebook lottery.
Facebook lottery, no.
Oh,
I've gotten a lot more clever with blocking things out.
Oh yeah, I know. But how it worked was one person who doesn't secure their profile, right, has all these friends, all their family, right, and like my family doesn't put secure stuff. They really don't. They just use Facebook for Candy Crush and talking to cousins. And one leads to another. The one guy goes on and it sends a message to the person. Oh, this is the Facebook lottery CEO of Facebook lottery, or sub CEO account, or lottery manager of Facebook. Oh, you've won. I won $1 million. I won $1 million fake dollars. Everyone won that, like 100,000 and stuff. I won $1 million fake dollars. So my aunt got attacked, and we tried to trace his his number back, and I sent a report to the police. I don't think it was the police. I don't think it had an internet spam report case. So I just sent a message to the CEO of Facebook via email, and I guess it stopped. So I don't know if I actually helped get rid of the Facebook lottery, or if it's still going on. But he gave a number, and he was texting my aunt. So we traced it back. I told her to play dumb and just play like hooky, and keep on the line as much as possible, because he could just be using a fake number and then just change it out. So I said, just play fake, and keep him on a couple days. So I sent a number with the most information we could trace back to that number, and I sent it to the Facebook web manager or whatever. And I don't know if I stopped it or what, but I told him all the information. He must have traced it back or something and found the accounts they were hooked up with or whatever. So yeah, and it was attacking everybody. But he used to he went onto a Facebook, looked at someone else's friends, and sent a message to every one of their friends, and then looked on their friends, every one of their friends. So,
oh jeez, yeah.
So yeah, and I got one through my aunt. She didn't
of
secure.
All things, right.
Yeah. So I was like, but I got $1 million fake dollars. I knew it right away, but I mean, I got $1 million fake dollars somewhere in a fake bank account, right?
Well, and of course, they are getting more clever these days too, so you do have to be definitely on the watch for.
Oh yeah, I mean those push Trojan ads. That's why, personally, it is why I never will use Windows Mail.
Right.
I will never use a mail that has to download the mail to your computer.
Oh yeah.
I will never use it on my personal PC, because that is so unsecure. It's unbelievable. I mean, because you're down. If it's in that, someone like, say it's like anthrax, you open the envelope, you got it. Well, if someone else opens the envelope for you, I mean, you don't have to touch it if you don't want to. You just, and then tell them to throw it away, and they got anthrax. Just don't talk to them again. But I mean,
don't use Outlook. Don't use Internet Explorer.
Yeah,
you can avoid it.
Internet Explorer. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I never heard that one before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Internet Explorer.
Oh, when I was doing anti-Hansen stuff, anti-Microsoft stuff was also pretty huge.
Oh, shit.
Anti-Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know you're
Gates.
PC.
Gates is the Antichrist and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, is he?
No, definitely not. I don't believe he is. Not even close.
Oh god.
Now Rihanna, on the other hand. Just kidding.
I'm not a fan of Rihanna, so it doesn't really matter to me.
No, like I'm really not either.
Yeah.
The music's awful, so.
As you hear, I'm electronic music only. Pretty much. Electronic music, heavy metal, some rock and roll, and period.
Huh.
Some hip hop though. I like hip hop. I enjoy some hip hop. some E-double.
Right, you had mentioned that before.
Yeah, I enjoy that. You know what? You know what would be cool if maybe next podcast we can arrange this. But here's an idea for you. We have music deals through Trap and Bass and High Intensity Records. Maybe we can showcase some music because I have copyrights over the music since I'm on the press list. And I'm wondering if we can get that set up to do like maybe if you can edit a copy with music and edit a copy without music. Maybe I can put one up on the channel, my channel, whatever. Or and you can have like we'll put in kind of like I remember how this other podcast I listened to, you had to listen to it on their website, not iTunes or whatever.
Yeah.
But we can display some different types of music. Like, I mean, we'll do different segments. We'll do about like 3 segments, whatever. We'll have different topics. And maybe we can do like a showcase of a music. Oh, here's this by this. And we'll showcase a song from High Intensity Records or Trap and Bass, whoever comes up. Because, I mean, I got a lot of music now. We got like stocks of music. We don't have them for that long, but we get a new song each week. So we can showcase, I don't know, a new song each week or whatever, a couple songs each week. And then, yeah, and if people want to send in their music or something, and then we can get something going there, have a music showcase. And then since I have copyright on the stuff, we can put one up on my channel and get that going with the music copy. And then if you want to put one up, I don't know if, I'm not too sure about the copyright laws on your website and your channel. I'm not too sure how that works, but I think maybe we can just have a music copy on mine and then we'll have the copy without music on yours or something. We can see how that goes.
Yeah, that'd be one thing to look into is just...
have a music showcase or whatever.
Yeah. The whole podcast, like say for podcast, might be a different qualification than say for YouTube. So that's something we'll have to look into, but I like that.
I think I got copyright ideas though, idea on all the songs there. But you know what?
Right.
Hey, maybe we can find some. I know some channels with like some music channels with copyright-free claims on their music.
Totally.
Maybe we can jam to some songs, and I can get a music playing through my acting as my microphone. I can play it through the stream as like HD, so you guys will record it, and then you guys just gotta like, I don't know, mute your mics or something, and then it'll record the song, and then we can like talk about it after or whatever. We do like a music. We should like more manage it to like have a game segment, music segment, movie segment, and just have like half an hour each or whatever. I'm gonna have an hour and a half. Yeah, it'd be pretty neat. Be pretty neat. I always wanted to do that in my music. I always wanted to start a music podcast like that, kind of like a radio station.
Yeah, right. Something that's formatted a little more clearly.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think free spirited talking on podcasts, like just kind of out of the blue, is pretty fun too.
Yeah, of course it is. We've had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah. Anyways, I guess time to wrap up. I guess it's been like an hour and 45 minutes.
We'll chat. Hours. Yeah, maybe we'll chat real quick about some movies and we'll call it a day.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I guess we could always split this up into 2 again if we want to as well.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I guess I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
I just watched a couple today. One was Replicate, and the other was Visioneers. Replicate is, I guess for lack of a better term, romantic comedy. And
those are pretty funny.
Yeah, actually it turned out to be a half decent movie. It was free on YouTube. YouTube has
I guess they do have the music stuff or the movie stuff now. Yeah.
I think you can just type in youtube.com/movies. That'll take you to films on their I guess
I think there's a tab too, yeah.
Yeah, a proprietary channel, and some of them you can like rent for $4.99 or $3.99 or whatever, and some of them are free. So that's usually where I believe in doing it legally as much as possible. So that's
I know that.
Generally,
normally if a movie's good, you go to the theater to see.
That's it. That's
you go
it,
to the
yeah.
theater to theater again.
Theater to see.
Yeah, normally that's what you do.
But yeah, it's
Get on
basically
Blu-ray.
Replicate is basically one of those where they create a replicator that can create clones or whatever. So and then they accidentally clone a girl. So that's kind of your basic plot and setup for comedic, not gold, comedic silver, comedic bronze. It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Visioneers I liked a lot. Not necessarily because it's an engaging movie. I think as far as a movie, it's boring. But the message of the movie is a lot of people miss it. It's funny because I saw comments on YouTube and people were saying like, I watched the entire movie and I didn't get it. And my jaw dropped. I was like, okay, so you're a victim of society is what you're saying. Because basically the movie was about mind control and how we're expected to believe certain things in life. The papers, the media, everything continually tells us that, well, men die at about 80 and women died about 85. And it's just not true. You know, there's societies where people live to be 120. So it's like we have a terrible North American diet and there's other contributing factors. But you know, we are by and large controlled by what the media says about life in general, and we go about without ever questioning kind of our upbringing, our education, and what the media says. So
Yeah.
that's
True enough.
I guess from my vantage point, that's how I interpreted the movie. I don't think there was a romance, but I don't really think it was like the
Romance
message.
with the internet.
Yeah, though the main actor is like Zach Galifianakis. And
Oh, really?
yeah.
Zach Galifianakis?
yeah, Galifianakis, and
That's how you say his name? Galifianakis.
he yeah, it's really funky how to say his name.
Really?
But
I like that guy. He's funny.
He's married to one girl and then he ends up with a different girl in the end. I don't think that's what the movie was about at all. It's not about like finding the right person or the right girl. It's like it's really is about mind control. But I feel like Hollywood maybe had to have that romantic side in there.
Something. I mean, that'd be turned into a documentary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
interesting.
it sounds interesting enough.
Interesting film. Again, you can't really watch it for entertainment value necessarily, just for maybe the underlying messages. And Jay, you had a movie that you wanted to get into as well, right?
I have a couple. And
All right, excellent.
I'm just thinking of some things that I'm like, I should have mentioned those later. I'll just do a quick shout out after before we leave. But
Okay.
yeah, I just saw 300.
Oh yeah,
Rise of the Empire or whatever.
that is the first one, right?
Second one.
Oh, it's the second one. Okay.
Second one. Second 300.
How was it?
It was pretty damn good, but it wasn't the same. I mean, me and my dad were
Right.
talking about it as well when we watched it. We just got it on pay-per-view. But really, you know, always the sequels aren't that good. Like, aren't as good as
Yeah.
the first one because you've already seen that type of movie. That's what I was going to say. I mean,
Yeah.
you see a movie for the first time, 300. It's got slow motion, bloody gore. I mean, blood's all over. Dude spinning, hitting people with shields, stabbing them in the gut, and then spin around, kick some dude in the face. Spin around, poke some guy in the eye, and then I don't know, purple nurples. And then
Yeah.
you've seen it once. You're like, oh, this is so cool. You see it twice. You already know. You already seen that type of movie, so obviously it's not going to be good as the first one because you don't get the enjoyment factor out of seeing the same thing again. You just get it as seeing a different storyline. So taking out that aspect of, oh, the sequel's not as good as the first one, the story was not too bad because it kind of went over. It's kind of like if you see 300, the first one, then the second one, Rise of the Empire, it kind of goes back before 300, plays through 300. Well, it doesn't even, well, kind of just skips to the end of 300. And then another part of 300, kind of like, because it's like the rest of Sparta goes to war and a bunch of these countries kind of like come together and fight. That's what it's about. Because, you know, you rise of the empires, you know, all the empires rise up and fight the dudes. But, yeah, taking out the aspect of seen it already, it had good story. It was told a little bit funky in the way of how they place the story. I mean, I got lost a lot of times. I was kind of lost.
Right.
But then again, you got to watch it a couple times to follow. Once, like, I mean, the first time you always see a movie, it's for enjoyment factor to watch the movie. I mean, you don't see Lord of the Rings to listen to the story the first time. You see Lord of the Rings because it's like, yo, Lord of the Rings. You see Lord of the Rings the second, third, fourth times for story purposes. Just like when you watch the Da Vinci Code, you see the first Da Vinci Code kind of like, I'm confused. I'm just going to concentrate on the movie and how it's played out. Oh, that's really neat. I like that. It was really intelligently smart and made me feel dumb. So I'm going to watch it again, and you watch it and you listen to how he's talking because you already know what's going to happen. So you can enjoy it more. You can relax your mind from kind of taking it all in, and you can kind of like read the story out and pick different parts out. But with 300, yeah, the story was told a little bit funky. The action was the same thing, and I mean, like, come on, it's 300. You want to see another dude just rip some guys' heads off? I mean, it was pretty neat. Like, there was even a bow shot in the second one that you didn't see any kind of arrows like from the main guys, other than the big volley. But I don't know, it was pretty neat. I thought it was a good film. The story was told a little funky because I got lost. But then again, gotta see it a second time to really get an opinion.
Sequels are really tricky, and when I went back and watched Back to the Future and Back to the Future 2, I was like, this is actually quite possibly one of the best sequels of all time. And I don't know if you probably have seen those movies, right?
I haven't seen Back to the Future.
I've seen all of them.
I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Surprisingly enough, I haven't, but
that might be something to. But when I went back and watched those, I was like, compared to sequels that come out today, those are just by far superior. And I would not have thought that, right? But the massive disappointment for me, and I'll probably talk about this forever, is The Matrix. The first movie is still one of my all-time, it'll make every top 10 list of mine.
Well,
but
I mean, it's friggin' coming from you realizing, agents from a computer system, and then you take the pill and he learns his Neo, and it's and then it makes you want to watch more. So that's a catcher. The first one's always the catch. I mean, when you talk about The Hangover, not The Hangover 2 or 3. You talk about The Hangover, the first one, and then you go into the second or third. But the first thing you mention is the first movie.
Well, and you know what? That is one of those rare examples where it's almost just continuous. Like, not completely, because
it's kind of like DLC.
It's a tad disjointed, but really it's almost episodic. It's just like one episode, second episode, third episode. And so it's just like a further, like, okay, there was if I'm not mistaken, there was that giraffe that got mutilated in one of the Hangovers. Like, they just have to top themselves in terms of like incredulous and ridiculous, right?
Yeah, well,
that's the point that it comes to with that.
If you can get new, interesting ideas, not the same things over and over again. I mean, like with the drugged thing, that's funny because it keeps happening because the one guy, just pops pills and hangs out with the Chinese guy.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. That's the idea that you can keep because it's real simple. And then they kind of like change up the story every once in a while. And, they keep coming back to Vegas. Haha, that's funny. It's kind of like a good thing if you've seen the first one, second one. It's like, oh, yeah, they're back in Vegas. Oh, it's all going to go down. And then... And then it's got a different story each time. I mean, the third one surprised me, especially when the guy jumped out. The funniest part in the movie is when he jumped off the building, I forget what it was, Caesar's Palace, and starts hang gliding. And he's like, I believe I can fly. But it's in his in a Chinese accent. So it's like, I believe I can fly. And it's like in a really high pitched Chinese accent. And it's so funny because there's some chick dealing, or this chick's like counting the cash because she just was hooking in the window there. And looks over, the Chinese guy floating around. Oh, that was so funny.
Totally.
That guy's just too much. He's got to be in every Hangover movie because he's kind of like the main thing. It's like everyone sees it to go see Chang.
Yeah.
I mean, like everyone sees it to go see his crazy personality.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Also, another thing we can talk about too, because I've been watching a lot. As soon as I met Story, he got me back into watching anime and
Oh, interesting.
all that. Because I used to watch it as a kid, but I never really finished anything, and I just stopped watching it because I didn't really, it's cartoons. I didn't really know it was a cool thing, and I'm realizing,
enough, yeah.
oh yeah, a lot of these people are watching it now. Okay, I'll go back. So first thing I started watching, Full Metal Alchemist. Talked about that a while ago.
Yep, classic.
Watched that.
Yeah.
And then Story got me to Fairy Tale. I mentioned that in an earlier podcast.
Fairy Tale. I don't know
Yeah,
if I'm familiar with that one.
it's pretty popular. It's getting popular now.
Okay.
There was a turning point in there. They changed voice actors for the
Oh,
dub,
yeah.
and I just kind of stopped watching.
Gotcha.
It's like every high voice, like every low pitched voice is now a high pitched voice, and every low pitched voice is now a high pitched voice. The voices don't even fit the characters,
Okay.
and it sounds so fake. It's like the fakest English you can ever faking get.
So, same artist as One Piece?
I think so. I'm not too sure about that one.
Art style looks remarkably similar, so...
I think so, yeah. And I watched the newest updates of Naruto. I got the Shippuden or Shippuden, however you say that.
Shippuden.
Shippuden. And I got into that. I'm watching that. I'm updated to that, and I've got a couple series going. I've got I finished Full Metal Alchemist. Kind of stopped watching Fairy Tale. It's still a good one though. I mean, like, watch it sub though, because you'll be disappointed.
That's usually the better way, yeah.
Yeah, I like it watched. Well, I watch dubbed because I can't read fast enough for them sometimes, and
That's fair.
I can't really get the feeling out of the words. I guess sometimes it gets like emotional, and you want to get really involved in it. Like, I really like to get involved in my series, and
Yeah.
I can't do that with a Chinese voice. I don't know. I just can't. It's kind of just like I don't
Japanese,
speak,
probably.
yeah, or Japanese. Yeah, I just can't. It's kind of like it's not my language. I don't really speak it, so
Yeah.
it's so yeah. There's that, but watch the sub, and plus I have to read. I have to read the text. I have to read the text, and it takes away from me watching the actual what's happening on the screen, because you have to look down at the bottom, read the text, and then look up to see what's going on.
And it happens fast.
You're not even using your ears. You're not using your ears. That's your one sense you're not using,
Yeah.
because you're just listening to explosions. So yeah, there's that, and then I was watching Attack on Titan. I was watching that dubbed, and then I switched to subbed because the voices are actually bearable on that one for me, and
Good news.
I just wanted to see the rest of it. It's newer. It just came out last year, apparently, only 25 episodes or whatever. But I watched the rest of that, and then I've been into Bleach.
Bleach, yeah.
Yeah, I
Also been popular for quite a while.
As a kid, I used to watch Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. I mean, all of these.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bleach. I'm watching the dub there. I don't know. I prefer the dubbed because I can actually get into the film, like, and enjoy it to the max amount I can. Like, I want to watch the next one now. Stop playing the ad now. I want to see the next one. Go at points. And that's good when that's doing that. That's a good series.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, there's that. And yeah, that's what I've been watching, I guess, recently. And then also, I watched the newest Man of Steel. Or not newest, I guess it's
Superman.
the older one. Yeah, the Superman, Man of Steel. I am not a Superman fan at all. I watched the Man of Steel because it was on and it looked kind of interesting. I don't know. From Smallville, I didn't like it. It was really boring.
Yeah, that's a little different.
I thought Smallville was incredibly boring. My dad used to watch it.
Just some really attractive women, that's all.
Yeah, I think the Smallville kind of just turned me off because it was so boring. And then I never really liked Superman, never even watched the movie until now. So I watched the Superman movie, and it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, quite a bit different because Smallville was almost like a Dawson's Creek kind of show.
Yeah.
How about you, Flame? Anything to add?
Well, actually, this week I've been watching Sword Art Online, actually. And it's actually pretty good. I just can't wait for the next season. Well, kind of.
Usually how it goes.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I've been getting to a lot of anime recently, like High School DxD and all that.
Okay.
What else? High School of the Dead type thing. It's kind of like Shaun of the Dead type thing, but anime.
Okay, so zombies have reached Japan too.
Yeah,
I think zombies. I think the zombie craze kind of like peeped itself all over the earth, and then it's not going away.
I know.
I want World War II to come back. Well, not physically. I don't want World War II to come back. But I mean, like the
of course, yeah.
The
storylines
and how that goes. I love World War II movies, like the ones that are based in World War II. Saving Private Ryan. I mean, I don't remember them all because I have a really bad memory and I can't really remember a lot of movies. But I watched a boatload of. I watched like one day. I watched about 3, 4, or 5 World War II movies. I got up early one day and I'm like, World War II day, go. And I just watched a bunch of World War II movies and in one day. I don't know. I love it. The movies, they're just awesome.
Yeah.
They never get old. I mean, like,
depending if they're like 3 hours long, like Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, still good though. They're still good. They're still good.
The conspiracy against an American love triangle.
Yeah,
that's basically what that movie is. Ben Affleck. I have a hard time taking anything too seriously unfortunately, with Ben Affleck in it.
You know what's good about me is I can't remember any of the actors other than their faces. So if it's like
good.
Yeah, so I kind of got like an advantage of that. So like every movie is a new movie to me.
Yeah.
Like, and it's kind of just like every actor's a new character for me. And I don't imagine them as actors; they're characters.
Yeah.
Well, Ben Affleck was in Geely, which was one of the worst movies of all time. It's pretty hard to recover from that.
Yeah.
I wonder what my worst movie of all time was. I know probably one of the worst movies of all time I could ever see, never watched, was LOL.
Oh, seriously?
I saw it and I wanted to puke.
Yep.
Who names the movie LOL?
Oh, it's got Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus, yeah.
Okay.
And the thing that really irked me was the case was pink.
I've seen ads for it, but I couldn't stand actually watching it, even though I'm in the habit of checking out bad movies here and there.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it would
YouTube
be
tonight and watch some actual movies now.
Yeah.
I thought it was good for my sister, but once I watched it, I was like, nope.
You watched it? Oh, God.
Well,
Poor you.
Just to see if it was good enough for the girls, but I don't know, for my sisters.
Well, I've sat through good chunk of Britney Spears' Crossroads, and I probably would actually watch the Mariah Carey movie too.
I know. I think one movie I think everyone's seen is Frozen.
I don't know if I've seen Frozen.
Everyone's seen chunks of it here and there.
Okay.
Yep.
And I've seen some like military guys singing the song. So I was like, this movie can't be too bad. I mean, I'll watch a Disney chick flick movie every once in a while.
Sure.
And I'm like, Disney movies aren't like, they're really cheesy, incredibly cheesy with singing and drama. But I mean, like,
yeah,
some of them are not too bad. Some of them are like,
it's true.
you know, there's like, it's really childish. Like, I'm gonna watch the Lego movie sometime. I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind watching
Kids
the
love
Lego
that.
movie because it's apparently it's supposed to have some adult humor in it too.
Oh yeah.
I still
Like
have
it's supposed to have that dirty adult humor in there, worked its way in there too.
Yeah, they sneak it in.
Yeah, they sneak it in the strangest parts. So I'm probably gonna watch that tonight. So after we're done this sometime, but I'm actually getting pretty damn tired.
Yeah.
I'll wore myself out after 2 hours of talking
Yeah, it's a
constantly.
lot of talking.
Yeah.
I mentioned it earlier, but I was just thinking about maybe getting back into Saint Seiya, so maybe I'll replace some of my movie watching with that. A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what they got to do is make some more Sherlock. If you guys have seen Sherlock, me and Story were like hardcore fans of Sherlock. Like we watched a lot of the same shit. I mean, like I talked to him and we're like, I watch, Arrow? Yeah, he watches Arrow. Oh, okay. Do you watch Sherlock? Oh, I watch Sherlock. Oh, yeah. But Sherlock episodes are not going to come out for a very long time, but they are awesome.
Yep, they are pretty neat.
I mean, like, it was hard to adjust from, like, shit, what's his name? Who played the last Sherlock in the movie?
Yeah.
That was John from
like,
Iron Man.
Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Downey Jr. He made a friggin' good Sherlock Holmes because he's mad. He's got that crazy.
He is.
His voice, the way he kind of can speak that, like really, really, really fast, and it sounds really like you suck, you know nothing.
Yeah.
Because he's got that kind of like, I'm the best, and that's what makes him like that. That's what makes Sherlock Holmes, because he was like that apparently.
Yeah.
And it kind of like puts you in that mood. It's kind of, I don't know. He made a good one. It was hard for me to adjust to Benedict Cumberbatch. I probably butchered that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Whatever
let
his
it go.
name- Yeah. It was hard for me to adjust because it's kind of different from Robert Downey Jr. to him. It's like, I don't know. But you watch a couple and he plays it really well. Even better.
Huh.
He plays it even better. And it's funny. I mean, you kind of got to get into the story and it's like, oh, more now. There's only 9 episodes. And we got gypped 1 episode because it was some kind of Christmas special.
Yeah, and I think Downey is one of those like overall just amazing actors who pulls a lot of things off. But then maybe when it comes to like specific characters, there are actors that could top him, which would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, like he couldn't play The Hangover.
Right.
Zach
It wouldn't make a
Galifianakis
whole lot of sense.
can only play that.
Yeah. Well, and that's I would even argue as much as Keanu Reeves is notorious that Neo could not have been played by anybody else by him in the Matrix. So
I forget his name.
Keanu Reeves?
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's I don't know, he fit the role perfect
Yeah.
because he's got that serious face, but with that kind of concerned. I don't know. So people have noticed people have a certain face for a role, and a different like their personality suits a role. Because Robert Downey Jr. has an outgoing kind of like get out of my way, I'm the best face, and he fits those parts. I mean, like there's always that one guy in that movie that's like that, and he gets all these good parts in the movie. And one thing, I don't think anyone could replace Jason Statham in a lot of the movies.
True. Yeah.
I mean, like Crank.
Yeah, Crank is pretty cool.
Nobody could replace him in that movie.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Keanu is stoic, but I think, in the case of the Matrix, Neo was supposed to be a stoic character, so
Yeah.
it ended up working out pretty well. But I think we're gonna wrap up this podcast.
Yeah, after 2 hours.
Yeah.
After a couple hours. This is work. Yeah. Not really. We enjoyed bringing this content.
Even
to you, as
without
always.
story.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it had story in here, it would have been 3 hours.
It's true.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
You're
Or if we
lucky.
had-
You're
Or
lucky.
if we had Gabe or anybody else here.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We have to get him in a podcast. I still have to meet him.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, him and I just talk on, I guess by text every once in a while.
We'll have to all meet IRL sometime.
Yeah, in real life.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But if you did not know, I do provide fairly extensive show notes for these shows.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry because I was gonna be like I forgot to say, as soon as I was mentioning all of my emoticons on Steam, I was like, oh wait, he's gonna have to label all these games now.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
It's more work for me.
Yeah, you got a lot of work in this one. I mean, like we
It's
mentioned
true.
a lot. I remember
mentioned a lot.
the first one we did. I was listening.
Yeah,
And you got some like witty comments in there too.
I
It was
totally
funny.
did. So,
I was laughing reading them.
Absolutely, yeah. So for all of our visitors who are listening now, definitely check out the show notes. I think you'll enjoy them, and I always try to make them engaging, interesting, and links to everything. Really,
Oh, yeah.
just about anyway. It's hard to catch everything, but
Gotta remember to put my Steam ID in the
that's
description.
right. That's right.
People can send me gifts. Although if I actually get even one gift, even if it's like a card or an emoticon, I'll be happy.
Totally.
But y'all get nothing though. If anything, I'm putting my money on that.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong, everybody.
Hard to say, but that might
From
end up being,
from all the people who actually watch and listen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which we don't
Send
really have
me an emoticon.
numbers, but cool. Right on. Any other closing remarks, guys?
Subscribe to the Joke Down.
Yeah.
Make
Yes.
sure to watch or look out for the upcoming Monday, I guess, video, or the 30th June 30th video,
Yeah.
because that's where my gaming setup is. And like our videos, and also comment.
Like some comment. The aggressive and obnoxious.
Like, comment, and subscribe, or I will find you.
The obnoxious approach.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna close this one out. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.